video and a demonstration on the Soft99 Fusso Coat for dark colored cars. This stuff came out, I believe, about 3 years ago. There was a hell of a lot of hype all over the net about this. I never got a chance to try it out till recently. UK distributor sent me a care package of a bunch of stuff, and this was one of the items in the box. We did a barter. He took some of the autofanatic products, and I got some of this stuff. And I've been playing around, testing it for the last couple of days. If you guys followed my Instagram post, I tried it out so far on my Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. I did a full strip wash. I did an IPA solution. I also used a Guion strip as well. And I went over all the panels, and I did the entire driver's side of my car. There's a lot of things about this product that I don't like so far, and one of them, if you guys notice, I'm wearing gloves, and I don't ever wear gloves when I'm ever using my Colinite 915 or 476. This stuff has an extremely strong solvent base. It's really, really potent. This also, they're telling you, it lasts for 12 months, and it has polyfluorine resin. If you don't know what polyfluorine resin is, it's PTFE, otherwise known as DuPont Teflon. The misconception with PTFE in car care products, people may think, or consumers may think, that by having that polymer inside of the product, it's like putting a Teflon coating encapsulating your car's paint or finish. Well, that's not true, because true fluorine resin, in order to be applied to a substrate to give you that type of hard coating, the metal surface, usually aluminum or steel, we're talking about cookware, has to be etched with a strong acid to open up the pores of the metal. Then the polyfluorine resin in a powder form gets immersed into the surface. Then it gets baked up to about 800 degrees for about 25 minutes. And that's where it will form that permanent shell over the substrate. Now, with the way this works in car care, they're using strong solvents with the polyfluorine resin. I am not sure why the solvents in this product are so damn strong. Believe it or not, using this reminds me of using any of the old school waxes in the early 80s. It has a smell between old school turpentine and gum out carburetor cleaner. That's how potent this stuff is. So you have to use this in a well ventilated location. You have to use it, and it's very temperature sensitive as well. So like I said, I did the first test on my car. It was 42 degrees. The paint was not freezing cold, but it was not, you know, it was 42 degrees. And I had a massive amount of problems with white dust all over the car. And like I said, that also is reminiscent of the earlier waxes that I used when I was a kid growing up. And that was one of the things that we always hated about waxing cars, was always that white residue and the potent petroleum solvent smell that came with the products. And things have progressed significantly over the years with water-based products, all natural products, and all of that. Now, Colinite 915, this is a true car renewable wax. This is my favorite wax for a number of years. I've been using this stuff forever on all of my daily driven cars and my vintage cars, and I feel and still feel this is the best. Now, there's something that I want to talk about in this video that nobody really talks about when it comes to waxes. Now, I'm old school. I am not like into the ceramic coatings where, hey, I just want to put a product on my car and just hose it off and, you know, go on my way. I think, you know, there's really a different category for everybody in the car care world and how they take care of their cars. And guys that still enjoy the application of the process of a wax versus a SiO2 based product, you know, it's a little bit therapeutic. It's a little bit more of the process, a little bit more rewarding, that you're working on the car, maintaining it, upkeeping it. You're putting, you know, your hand effort into doing it. Whereas a lot of SiO2 coatings, they have to be professionally installed. A lot of guys aren't doing them themselves, but some guys are. But like I said, it's one of those things where, you know, the cost and the application is totally different for what you guys want. Now, I don't use ceramic coatings for several reasons, and I'll most likely do a specific video on that one day for you guys. But for now, I just want to talk about the Soft99 Fusso Coat and how it relates to the other natural carnauba waxes. Now, I've tested over the years some waxes that cost thousands of dollars, from Zymol, Swiss Wax, all of that stuff. And to be honest with you, I still come back to the 915. This gives you such a warm glow, ease of application. The smell is actually nice. It's not like toxic where it's going to smell up your whole garage and your hands. So this is still my go-to choice for $35 a tin. Now, here I just popped open. This is the Soft99 Fusso Coat. It's got a aqua green hue to it. Now, the PTFE, I believe, is that kind of a color because also the salt off new solution I'm using to remove the salt off the car has that same kind of a tint to it. Also has a similar smell. But right now I got the can open and the vapors are hitting me in the nostrils pretty strong. I got the garage doors open. Now, when I put the first application on the side of my car, it comes with its own wax pad, but I had to toss it out because I had it in the garage and the entire garage smelled like an open can of kerosene. So the situation with this product, and this I think is important that people should really be talking about this, is after you're done with your application, toss out your wax pad and toss out your towels. I don't want to see you guys trying to put your microfiber towels in your laundry machine at home. I think it's going to cause a mess. You're going to possibly get a sludge. It's going to stink up the house, and I don't recommend doing it. So that's probably going to be another disadvantage of using something with such a strong solvent base is, you know, the contamination of the towels, the pads. You got to wear gloves. You got to do it in a well-ventilated area, and it is temperature sensitive. So the situation with PTFE, it is the most slipperiest coating known to man. So pretty much I'm going to show you guys a test. We're going to apply it to the hood of my Alfa Romeo, which I just stripped earlier. And I'm going to do a water test on the driver's side, which already has this applied. And then I'm going to do a water test on the passenger side, which has the Colonite 915 applied about 2.5, 3 months ago. And you guys are going to see the difference in the water repellency, the hydrophobic properties, and also the drying properties when I want to blow dry the car after I'm done with a wash. So the key to this, and a lot of people are raving about it, says that it has self-cleaning properties. What that means is when your car gets dirty, you could pretty much eliminate doing a contact wash. So we're going to see. I'm going to be testing this out for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to post more info on my Instagram. I'll do some little clips here and there as time progresses, and we'll test the durability of it. And I'm also going to do a full, detailed, updated review on the lifestyle news section of the AutoFanatic website. So take a look at that, and stay tuned to that for more info. So let's get over to the car now, and I'm going to show you guys a quick application. And this, accordingly to the temperature, they're requiring it to sit on the car between 10 to 20 minutes, which I think is pretty ridiculous, but that's what they're requiring. So we're going to follow the instructions, and we're going to get it going. So let's move over to the car right now. All right, guys, got the camera set up. Like I said, it's 53 degrees right now. It's a little bit warmer than when I first applied the Fusso Coat on the driver's side of my panel. So I stripped the entire hood. We're going to use a yellow Meguiar's pad because, like I said, the pad that came with this I discarded because it smelled up the garage too so much. So the trick to this is they don't want you to put a heavy coating. So we're going to spread this out evenly. It goes on pretty smooth. It's not hard to apply. But I want to see now, and I want to show you guys now, if I get that white residue, if that's going to happen again. Because that's something that I think is going to be an application issue for a lot of people, especially with black cars. I mean, the smell, I'm outdoors right now, and the smell is just really starting to bother me. And that's something that I'm going to talk about in my final thoughts of this product at the end of this video, because the user experience, to me, is very important. Probably the most important experience of using any car care product line. So let's move the camera over, and we won't get that white residue. Now, the white residue is most likely the PTFE that's in this product. It's the resin that's being broken down. And when you wipe off the haze, it's giving you that dust. And that's reminiscent of the old school turtle waxes from the 80s, or any of the old stuff from Meguiar's. I'm going back a long time ago. Some of you guys may not have used that, but some of the older guys that are out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And as someone that enjoys the process, this is not that enjoyable right now. I don't really enjoy wearing gloves, waxing my car, whereas, it's a little bit of a different technique. And we're going to let that kick for about another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to come back with a brand new Griot's PFM dual weave wax removal towel. All right, guys, we're back. So it's about 15 minutes since the Fusso Coat's been on my hood. I got a brand new Griot's dual weave PFM towel, so we're going to give it a shot and see how the removal goes this time around, that the ambient temps are a little bit warmer. And so far, it does seem to be doing a little bit better. I'm not getting that white dust that I was getting when I did the driver's side of my car. So it comes off relatively easy, just as easy as any other type of wax, even though this is a fully synthetic product. Now, some people have mentioned online that this is not as glossy on the paint as a true car renewable wax, but to be honest with you, with my car here, I did not notice a difference with the glossiness. I tend to notice that on like blues and reds on other cars where the Colonite 915 just really makes that color pop. But, you know, we're talking about OEM paint here. So these are not show cars, these are mass-produced cars, and that's another thing that people really need to take into consideration. You could only polish out a car so much for what you have as a baseline to start with. You know, when you're painting a vintage car or a hot rod, you know, you could spend 3,000 hours on body and paint, but when these things are coming through the assembly line, they're pumped out, and this is not even applied through a spray. This is done through an electrostatic paint process, and it's baked at a higher temperature for durability, and that's why OEM paint is really strong for the most part, depending on the manufacturer. Well, guys, there's the hood finally finished. You know, it's got outstanding gloss intensity, no issues with that, so I don't really notice a difference between the 915 and the Fusso Coat on the Alfa Romeo's paint. Maybe on my Shelby I probably would, but you can see the driver's side was completely done, passenger side was not done. So I'm going to put the camera on a tripod, we're going to do a water test, and I'm going to wrap this video up and give you my final thoughts on this product. You guys can see that in the camera. They just fall right off the car. That's because PTFE is the slickest substance that you can put on the surface. Now I'm going to grab a pitcher of water and throw it on the car. And you can just see how the water just flies right off the paint. I mean, literally, it flies right off the paint. There's just a little bit of beads there. I'm going to grab my blower, and I'm going to show you something else. With the Ego blower, it blows all the water droplets, and any water residue flies right off the paint, no exceptions. Whereas the conventional wax, and I'm going to show you on the other side, it's going to do a little bit of a different job because it's different chemistry. And the water droplets go down the body of the paint a lot slower, a little bit larger, whereas on the Fusso coated panels, it rapidly just flies right off. So that's all it has to do with surface tension of the coatings. I'm going to zoom in on this, get a little closer for you guys. And it's repelling the water, it's doing its job. It's not doing it as well as the Fusso Coat, but that's expected because one's a renewable based natural product and the other one is a synthetic based product with a very strong solvent base. So here's the pitcher of water test, and you saw on the other side when I threw the pitcher of water, most of it just flew right off the car. Okay, so you see how on the 915 the water sheets and then it kind of flies right off and it pulls up into one particular spot. So it just does the same job, just differently. The blower blows most of the water away, but not 100%. So as you're blowing it, you can see the water droplets sliding across the surface, whereas on the Fusso Coat with the PTFE, it just falls right off and 100% of the water comes off the surface. So there's some droplets all on the panel, which is fine because, like I said, I usually go over the car when I dry with the Griot's PFM drying towel. So that's that. Let's show you the front. Here's the driver's side. We did the same test. We threw the water on the car and you can see it's 100% dry. I did not use a drying towel anywhere on this side of the car. So all I did is I blew it quick with the Ego blower, and that is it. So this definitely was a good test. It definitely works. So let me just wrap this stuff up, put stuff away, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this product. Thanks for watching the demo and the review of the Soft99 Fusso Coat. And I just want to give you guys my final thoughts. Question is it a good product? Yes. Does it work? Yes. Is it the most hydrophobic wax type of product you can put on your car by hand? Yes. I've tested them all. This pretty much sheets and throws water off the car, if not better than some of the most expensive ceramic coatings on the markets right now. So it does what it's supposed to do. Will it last 12 months? I highly doubt it. I don't think any product is going to last 12 months, especially something like this. But it's one of those things that even if it lasted you 4 months or 6 months, I still think you're ahead of the game. Now, Cola 9915, I still recommend this thing to you guys. Thousands of people who watch my channel have picked it up and praised me and thanked me for recommending this product to them. This is one of the best carnauba-based waxes you could get. It's an exceptional value. It's a therapeutic experience to put it on the car. Doesn't streak, doesn't haze, doesn't give you the white dust. It doesn't turn your rubber and plastic white immediately like this stuff does. This, like I said, is still my go-to choice. So if I had a choice between the two products and somebody says, hey, you could put the Fusso Coat on 3 to 4 times a year, or you could put the Cola on 6 to 10 times a year, what would you rather do? Cola 9915 all day long. I don't have to wear gloves. I don't have to throw my towels out. It doesn't stink up the garage. This stuff is potent. I recommend, if you're done with the wax pad and you're not going to use it for a while, to just discard it. Also, your microfiber towels, I don't recommend you put those in your laundry machine at home after you use this product. I think it's going to be a problem with your laundry machine and your significant other, because it's going to really stink up your laundry room. And that's just one of the disadvantages. Like I said, user experience of the Fusso, for me, I don't like it. I don't like the fumes. I don't like the gloves. I don't like the temperature sensitivity. I don't like the white dust. I don't like the hazing on the black. And the amount of time it took me to get the front hood perfectly cleared off of this was about 35 minutes. That's how many times I had to constantly keep spraying water and going over it and going over and going over it. Whereas 915 is usually a 1-2 shot deal, and I'm on to the next panel. So, like I said, you guys love this stuff. Post your comments below. If you hate it, if you had some experiences that I'm talking about, post them in the feedback below in this video. And I'm going to do some updates on the longevity of this product, because now my car is coated with it. And I'll post it on the Autofanatic website in the lifestyle news section. I'll do a full detailed article on this particular product for you guys. And, you know, bookmark that page, check back, and see how this stuff is holding up. Also, follow my Instagram, because every week I'll be doing some testing, longevity testing with road salt and everything else. So next time it snows or we get road salt on the ground, I want to see how self-cleaning the Fusso Coat is by me just hitting the panels with the power washer without any foam, any soap, any agitation. So that's going to be the true test if this is worth the aggravation of the application, the fumes, the gloves, and everything in between. So see you guys soon. Stay tuned to the channel for more automotive content. Thanks for watching this video. And like I said, I had a lot of fun doing it. And it's really impressive to see what this stuff does. But for someone that actually enjoys waxing the car as a therapeutic, relaxing form of auto detailing, this, to me, is a better experience overall between the feel, the finish, the scent, and, of course, the results. I mean, like I said, this is great, but I don't know, the fumes just totally knock me out. I just don't like working with products that have this type of a fume, especially in this day and age. So look this product up. You can pick this up on Amazon for 27 bucks, I believe. Now they're selling them on Amazon. 3 years ago when this came out, this was pretty tough to get. That's why I never acquired it. But I had a distributor that was kind enough to send me a can to try out with a couple of other Soft99 products, which I will be showing on the channel soon. So stay tuned to the channel for more content. Autofanatic@yahoo.com. I'll see you guys soon, and have a great day.